Paul Clark, partner of Storm Consultants / Renegade Construction. Paul's been in the insurance and construction field since 1998. He has over 25 years experience in the industry and between roofing, general contracting, insurance adjusting, and the roofing distribution industry. He is a true expert and consultant. Please welcome Paul Clark.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Shane.
Yes.
Make me feel like an all-star. So I want to thank everybody for coming out. Storm Consultants puts these on to help contractors and homeowners get educated on what's going on out there with all the hurricane and storm damage and things you guys need to know. That's why we started Storm Consultants, was to connect property owners. Property owners don't know what to do a lot of times when a storm comes and you got 1,000 public adjusters, 1,000 roofers knocking on your door, and you don't know who to trust. One of the biggest things I learned in the 26 years of doing this business is we have a bad name. Stormers have bad names. Public adjusters have bad names, and some attorneys have bad names, and contractors. And I try to get rid of that stigma because we only work with the best. You know, I'll tell Harvey all the time that he's the Rolls Royce of the attorneys. Chris is awesome. Anthony's awesome. Everybody on this panel is people that we vetted and that we work with. And me and Harvey were just having this conversation. Working with like-minded people. And like-minded people meaning that people that care. And without people caring, it's just business. And we don't do anything that's just business. That's not just who we're about. So the nice thing with Storm Consultants is we have a couple things. We go and consult the property owner and get them with everybody, help them manage the job, get them with the correct contacts, the attorney, the public adjuster, the remediator, the testers, whoever it may be. And then finally, we also do another thing is that we teach contractors that want to learn how to do the insurance claim process the correct way. And we'll teach processes, procedures, how to get marketing, how to go all the way down with our affiliate programs. We have over 20 affiliates that we work with that can help in that aspect as well. So that's what Storm Consultants does. And also, it brings on these events. So everybody gets educated in the community. And anything in business, I will tell anybody, if you're ever in business, and just as a human being, everything's not always about money. You always have to have a servant's heart. And a servant's heart is giving back. Matter of fact, I had a meeting today, and we're scheduling our next event, and that event happens to be at a church. And one of the things I told the people that we're doing is that we need to tithe back to the church 10%. You believe in God or not, I believe in God, and I believe that we tithe back 10% for that event. That's the right thing to do. So that's who Storm Consultants is, and that's who I am. But I want to thank, we bring Matthew from Tech in a Flash. He's going to talk to you guys a little bit about protecting your guys' cybersecurity and stuff like that and more. We got Kim from MIS. She's going to talk to you about window testing. You got Mr. Anthony Massimino. He needs no introduction. But no, Mr. Anthony and me work a lot together. I think the premise of today's is going to be talking about hurricane dates, talking about window damage, and talking about roof damage. It's going to be a lot about what we talk about today. And then, Matt's going to talk about protecting your investment as your business. And I can tell you firsthand what Matt did for us at Renegade Roofing and Construction. We had a check for about $25,000. A customer sent us, and they wired it, but they didn't wire it to us. Somebody hacked in our emails, and they wired it to them. Well, thank God that we got a hold of Matt, because probably at the 12th hour, he got it back somehow. But he told us, next time you won't be so lucky. The FBI might find it for you, but bye-bye $25,000. So how many of our businesses can take those $25,000 hits? We're, smaller businesses, you can't do that. So Matt's and I have done a lot of work together. He protects our security now, and for, people in general, but a lot of contractors, he'll get into that later and tell you about, you guys are targets, especially after hurricanes. These people aren't stupid. They know where they're targeting. I want to thank Shane for coming out at the last minute and moderating for us. Shane's one of our good partners. Me and Shane have been friends for years. We do a lot of stuff together. So Shane's a good resource, and he's actually a good guy. He came here at the last minute and helped to bail us out. So thank you, Shane. And then we got Miss Kim with MIS. Kim's going to talk to you about window testing and the need for it. There's a big need for window testing. I know we've been doing testing on windows. One of the things that me and Anthony Massimino have doing at Remediation 911. We have a current client also we have 4 partners in here right now that are with this one customer. We have me with Renegade Roofing Construction. Then we had Anthony Massimino get involved with Remediation 911. Then we had Chris Ferreira sitting here in the front. He doesn't want no attention, so everyone give him a big round of applause. With Integrity Claims, he's a public adjuster. And then finally, after Chris couldn't help, and this is the proper sequence for people, then we got him to Mr. Harvey Cohen's law group, and now they are helping. So we have 4 people on one claim, and that's what this is about, guys. That's what this is right here. We help each other. We all, at the end of the day, it's about the client and the customer by helping. It's not our egos or nothing like that. We need to help each other and educate. So I want to say thank you to all those partners that are on that one job and helping that customer. One other thing on that customer I just want to bring up. How many people live in Cape Coral? How many people got 10 inches of rain in 2 hours? 11 inches. So with that being said, this same customer calls us crying. This poor lady's been through it. And Cohen Law Firm's helping. Integrity Claims is helping. Remediation 911's helping. And Renegade Roofing is helping. And I get on the horn. She calls me. And I get on the horn and get everybody together. And we get over there. And the walls and windows are just leaking. So one of the things that I really want to talk to you guys today about is why windows are so important. A lot of people don't know about the windows damage that is going on. Thanks, Jerry. So one of the big things, you guys, one of the things that we'll be talking about today is statute of limitations. Harvey can talk about that. But anybody that's been in the business and knows hurricanes, during Hurricane Irma, you had 3 years to file a claim. During Hurricane Ann, you had 2 years to file a claim, which you still have until September 28th of this year. So don't let anybody tell you any difference. But if you get any storms here on out, good luck. You have 1 year. And if you don't file a claim in 1 year, you're in trouble. You have no options. But if you do file a claim, you'll still have an additional 6 months to do a supplement. So with that being said, when we get to Harvey, he can tell you what the insurance companies have been doing. There's no way possible we get another Ian that everybody's going to get their insurance claim taken care of. No way possible. So this is why we put these on, to educate you guys so you can have the education. So if you get into this predicament, you can help others. So I want to thank you again for everybody coming. My wife finally came to one of my events, so everyone give Tammy applause. Yeah, and she drove 7 hours. And not only am I an advocate. So one thing I'm going to say about my family and who we are is I care about the insurance restoration and construction industry, and most importantly, people. My wife is a nurse, and she was just in Tallahassee at classes and lobbying for the health for everybody. So for this area right down here. So that just tells the people that we are, the people that I want to be partners with and work with, are people that care about one another. So Shane, thank you guys, and you'll hear me talking a little bit, but please listen to what everybody has to say. Everybody's an expert up here, or I want to have them here. Thank you guys.